Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And today, I thought I would do a rosé cider, seeing as they appear to be increasing in popularity across the country anyway. So for those of you that are uninitiated as to what a rosé cider is, because you probably take one look at it and think, well, they're just trying to make it like a rosé wine. Well, it's not got any fruit in it at all. It's not a fruit-based or an infused type of cider. Essentially, most of the time anyway, a rosé cider is literally a cider that's been made with red-skinned apples, which gives the cider normally a pinky reddy sort of hue. Most, a lot of the big name cider companies out there are now producing a rosé cider, Strongbow and Kopparberg for one. And of course, Aldi had to join in on the game on this, and so with today I have got a can of Twisted Trees Rosé Cider. Now they've only recently changed their can design, I suppose. I don't know if I prefer this one or not, because I don't really know what it's supposed to be. It's just sort of Art Nouveau sort of thing, I guess. But yeah, there you go. 99 pence a can, as with all the other ones are, and comes in 330ml cans, as you can see, and is a pretty bog standard 4% ABV. Now, rosé ciders, they tend to, I don't know, are they trying to cater more to the female audience? Not trying to be sexist or anything there, but generally they do come in garish, pinky sort of cans there. I know the liquid inside is pink, but, you know, that doesn't mean that females can't enjoy other ciders as well, but hey, there you go. You don't get much information on this can. It just says, there's 117 calories in this entire can, which I suppose isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things. There's definitely been a lot worse. That's basically it. It's vegan, so that's something. I don't know who produces this cider for Aldi, but I have a feeling it's probably one of the big industrial cider companies like Weston's or Thatcher's or something. I would imagine it's probably going to be more Weston's, I would say, but hey, the proof's in the pudding. Let's get this can cracked open and just see what's inside. Wow, okay, that exploded a little bit. Fair enough. God, that is full to the brim. That's probably why. Okay, there we go. Get this poured out. Okay, there's still a little bit left in the glass, but cool. It's a lively number. There we go. So yeah, this is typically what a rosé cider looks like. Highly carbonated, as you can see, loads of bubbles coming up from the top there, and yeah, does have a rosy, pinky sort of hue to it. Really, does look like a rosé wine in the glass. But what does it smell like? Let's find out. I tell you what, that definitely has a sort of a Thatcher's smell about it. Certain cider companies have that typical sort of smell about a lot of their ciders. Like when you smell a Thatcher's Gold, it has a certain smell to it. I'll tell you what, this smells ridiculously like Thatcher's Gold. I could be completely wrong there, but yeah, it's slightly sweet. There is a vague undertone of some sort of chemical added to it. Yeah. Doesn't smell the most appealing rosé cider that I've tried so far, but it's not all about the smell, it's all about the taste, isn't it? So let's dive in and see what Aldi has to offer. Cheers everyone, and here's to Aldi's Twisted Tree Rosé Cider. Cheers. God, it's a thick body, but quite juicy. Sweet. Do you know what? I'm just going to go for a second taste. Do you know what that instantly reminds me of? Ribena. It instantly reminds me of Ribena. The blackcurrant one, I mean, you get strawberry Ribena and everything, but original Ribena, which is weird. Definitely getting blackcurrant on the taste there. Very sweet. definitely very sweet. Let me go and pour some more in. There we go. Yeah. I mean, rosé ciders tend to be on the sweeter side anyway, but this is very sweet, to the point of it being almost sickly on the taste. A thick body behind it, not just full, but it is a thick body. Again, to the point of it being almost syrupy in its consistency. That being said, though, it's alright. It's not too bad. To consider it, it's sort of borderline cider pop territory with its sweetness, but it's not quite there. I mean, on my initial taste, the first thing I got was sulfites. You know, an eggy sort of taste, which a little bit off-putting. But I'm not getting that anymore, so I'm assuming that is just on the initial taste that happens. Hey, if you've got a sweet tooth, this will go down an absolute treat for you. I must say, I have had better rosé ciders. I don't know, you can sort of tell that some sort of industrial process has been used with this. It doesn't taste natural, if that makes sense. Oh, pardon me. Heavily carbonated as well. The bubbles are still rising all the way up to the top there. I mean, there is a Utopia on there, so it's going to keep the carbonation, but yeah, quite heavily carbonated. Yeah, but overall, for 99 pence, it's not too bad, to be honest. Let's go for a final taste before a final verdict. Yeah. It's not bad. It's easily drinkable. Definitely sessionable. Very sweet. If you like your sweet ciders, as I've already said, this is going to go down an absolute storm. And for 99 pence, the flavours that you get are pretty good. There's no inherent bad tastes about it. You can sort of tell that there's no like natural things added to this. There's no ingredients on the back either, so you know, no one's going to really know what's gone into this cider. But it would be interesting to know who's actually produced this. I'm going to say it's either going to be Westons or Thatchers, one of the two. If any of you guys know exactly who makes Twisted Tree ciders, then would be interesting to know. But yeah, if you see this on the shop shelf and you like sweet ciders and you've always wondered what a rosé cider tastes like, well, you can't really go wrong with this, to be honest. It's not an absolute taste sensation, but it's drinkable. It's got a nice fruitiness to it, and yeah, just overall quite enjoyable. So let's get the chalk out, and I am going to go and give Twisted Tree's Rosé Cider, if the chalk wants to work this time, I'm going to go and give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's about what you expect from a supermarket rosé cider, really. What I will say, I've not tried them yet, but I'm going to hazard a guess and say that this is going to taste better than Strongbow and Copperberg Rosé, but we'll have to wait and see when I actually get round to reviewing them, if I do eventually. I mean, you never know, in a couple of years' time, rosé ciders might not even be a thing anymore, so I guess make the most of them while you can, maybe? Anyway, that is another episode of The Cider Drink for you guys. I hope you liked it, and as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. Until then, definitely going to go and finish off the rest of this can of Twisted Tree's Rosé Cider. Take care, guys. Till next time.